Hello, fifth graders. Today we're going to be studying types of fractions. There are many types of fractions, like this one, that one, or even a big one like this one. The first one are going to be the fractions that have 0 as a denominator, okay? And these are called zero fractions because it doesn't matter the denominator, because the value in our number line is always going to be 0. It doesn't matter if we have 0 half or 0 20,000s, because the answer is going to be 0. One important thing is that you can never have a fraction with a denominator 0, because you cannot divide something into 0 parts. Okay, these fractions then are called zero fractions. Then we're going to have another kind of fractions where the numerator is less than the denominator. For example, 4/5. So here, this type of fractions are called proper fractions, because there is no problem here that if you divide a pizza into 5, you eat 4 pieces of the pizza. So these types of fractions are located in the number line here in the green part, where it is a little bit more than 0, but less than 1 whole. These are called proper fractions. And remember, the numerator is less than the denominator. Then we have the whole fractions, in which, as you can see here, the numerator is the same as the denominator. For example, 1/1, or 5/5, or 100 hundredths. So in this case, imagine that you have a cake and you cut it into 5 equal parts and you add the 5 parts. So how much of the cake did you eat? The whole cake, 1 whole. So here the same. You divide it into 100 and you add 100 pieces, so you add all. So it's 1 whole. And here, 1/1 is equal to 1 whole. So these type of fractions, as you can imagine, are called whole fractions. Then we have the improper fractions. The improper fractions here, the numerator, that is to say the number on top, is going to be greater than the number at the bottom, the denominator. So, for example, 9/5. So, this here is more, because something that was divided into 5 and you add 9, you add more than 1 whole, because we learned in the previous slide that 5/5 was equal to 1 whole, but here you have 9/5. So this is improper, because you are going to need more than 1 whole. So that's why the improper fractions are these, as these type of fractions are called, are located here in the red part, where it is more than 1 whole. Improper fractions. Well, there are 4 types of fractions I want you to remember: the zero fractions, the proper fractions, the whole fractions, and the improper fractions. These type of fractions are ordered from least to greatest in the number line. So here we have the zero fractions that are located here, okay? But these fractions are less than the ones that come here that are the proper fractions. For example, 4/5. 4/5 is going to be more than 0/5. But then we have the whole fractions that are more or greater than the proper fractions, because here you have 5/5. Okay, but then we have the improper fractions where you add more than 5/5. For example, 6/5. So this will be located here in the red part, more than one whole. That's why the improper fractions are greater than the whole fractions. Let's compare some of them. We have 3/8, and 3/8 corresponds to proper fractions. And then we have 2/2. Which one is greater, 3/8 or 2/2? Of course, here it's going to be greater the whole, because 2/2 is one whole and 3/8 is not a whole. It's located in the green part. More examples. 1/2. What type of fraction is 1/2? Zero fraction, proper, whole, or improper? It's a proper fraction. And what type of fraction is 5/4? It's an improper fraction. So which one is greater? Of course, 5/4 is greater. Okay, children, I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.